Guys, it's me. So I don't know who's actually gonna watch these videos, but I have gone through a lot in the last many months of this year. For those who have been following me, I was in I wouldn't say an accident, but an incident on January 1st of this year. And a lot went down. I'm honestly not ready to talk about the specifics of anything on camera, at least. I'm still processing. It's July 4th, so you might hear some fireworks, but long story short, my legs were broken, arms broken, whole body was practically shattered. I am considered a miracle to be alive. And I'm bedridden, as you can see, I'm in bed. I still can't walk. And I'm not ready to really talk about the specifics of everything, but I do want to, in lieu of, therapy for now, because, oh guys, there's just so much to unpack. Okay. I am living in Illinois now, for now at least. I've come here from New York City. I was in a hospital for many months until April, then put in a nursing home with some subacute rehab, training me to kind of stand, kind of walk. And now it's July 5th. I've been in Illinois for almost a month. I'm in my childhood home, being looked after by my parents. And it's a whole lot of stuff going down. And now I'm here waiting for this whole great system that we have of healthcare, Medicare. I got Medicaid. So I'm finally being seen by doctors here. I am looking to start rehab, try to walk or gain some sort of normalcy in my life. It's taken a huge ass toll on my mind. And I want to document things, and I am going to get a therapist, but I just want to talk about things because, this whole time, I've had the love and support of people online, people who donated to my GoFundMe, which I will link in the description as well, for anyone who wants to send some love. These things are not cheap, and I'm out of work at the moment. But yeah, people online have been sending love. I've had amazing love from my family, my mom especially taking care of me. But this whole time with all this trauma, I can't help but feel like I'm screaming, and I'm still screaming like, ah! And no one can hear me. And whenever I do complain to people or like cry, because I've been crying a lot, I've never cried before this, but I've been crying every day, I get told, well, you shouldn't cry because you see how much we care about you. It's like you're not being appreciative of all that we're doing for you. And it drives me insane because people have shown love and they care about me, I'm not allowed to feel upset. Since I woke up from the coma, which I was in the coma for the first 2 weeks of this, I've been told that I can be upset, but I just can't be ungrateful. And I'm not ungrateful, but people take me being upset and being traumatized and being like processing this whole thing as me being ungrateful or not appreciative, which is not true. I appreciate everyone coming together to care for me. I appreciate the doctors at New York Presbyterian for saving my life, for bringing me back, because I did pass away at one point and I was resuscitated and I've been given a second purpose, and I am thankful for all these things, but I'm allowed to feel upset. And that's another thing. I go to hospitals a lot now. They knocked out my tooth. I go to hospitals a lot now, and I see other people like in wheelchairs or people who are paraplegic, disabled, have been amputated. I have not had anything removed aside from my tooth. And I had my mom tell me, oh, look at that, you should be thankful, you shouldn't be complaining because you could be in a much more difficult situation. And the thing is, like, yes, it's true, I could be in a much more difficult situation. I have my legs and I can't walk right now at least. But I'm allowed to, I don't like saying suffer, but I'm allowed to grieve my body. I'm allowed to be upset. I'm allowed to find difficulty in my own way. You know, like, I may have my legs, but I can't use them. I may have my arms, but, like, I had surgery on my arm. Like, I have this long scar all over my tattoos, which my arm works, and I still am gaining mobility of my wrist. But I'm allowed to find it difficult. But the reason I'm trying to do these videos at least once a week is that I just need to put it out there. I need to talk about things. And I want to document my progress. But also, like, for whoever is out there and does stumble upon these videos and is, like, in a similar circumstance or just needs to hear what I have to say, like, I hope that they don't feel alone, because I feel really alone right now. Like, very much so. And today, my brother flew back home to New York. He has been here for months along my bedside helping, and he flew here with me to make sure I get situated just fine. And he just went back, and I feel like I didn't lose a friend, but I feel like my brother and I have been side by side since he was born. I still remember the day he was born. And now he's over there, and I don't really have anyone to talk to. I can hear the fireworks. I can't even watch the fireworks. I don't even like fireworks. I worked at Disney, and I just never really cared for fireworks. But I want to go outside so bad. I need help transferring into a wheelchair, which I'm pretty good on the wheelchair. I have above average upper body strength, so I could lift myself, transfer myself. And things are getting better. I wasn't able to move my legs at all since this whole thing went down, and like they were stiff, like almost rigor mortis, but like little by little I'm pulling them back, stretching them, and one bends entirely. I can bend it all the way. The other leg, my left leg, it went like this to this, and now I can kind of bend it almost all the way, but not quite. It's progress. But that's all from moving around and transferring. It's a whole process. My body's flipping out. I'm still flipping out. And I will talk about what happened eventually, but right now there's just so much going on. I think my brother is out of here. My family doesn't understand. I'm allowed to be upset. Whenever I do cry or events, they just don't get it. No one does. And I will find a therapist, but... Well, what happened was I had an appointment yesterday for evaluation and, like, to get myself into therapy, and I was told it was at a certain time, 7 o'clock, but when I got there, they said, oh no, it was for 5 o'clock, so now they have to reschedule the whole thing, and I was upset about it, and I had a lot of tears last night, ready to come out, and now I'm kind of holding back tears here. It's my first video. I'm like out of frame a bit. I don't want to cry in my first video. I guess I'm not used to crying. And yet I've been crying every day. And honestly, I'm a little self-conscious being on camera now because of the tooth that got knocked out. But I'm not going to let that stop me. If you've seen any of my videos, I'm a very motivated, excited person, which I'm not gonna let any of this get the best of me. I have been given a second purpose. I came back from the freaking dead. Surprise, bitch. No, but that's another thing that messed with me. That for the longest time, I'm like, why was I brought back? What's my purpose? That song, What Was I Made For, by Billie Eilish, really messed with me, because I'm like, what was I fucking made for? While my mom walked in when I was finishing this up. But yeah, I'm going to try and do this once a week. I'm not going to substitute therapy, but hoping that this will allow me to at least put some thoughts out there in between and maybe get some input, or just have some sort of documentation of me getting better. I already feel better talking about it and knowing that it's going to be out there. So yeah. Looking at myself in the view. Like the monitor. I'm going to get a new tooth. That's another thing. But until then, thank you for listening to me.